and I'm here to show some favorites to you. I haven't done that since the summer, and I just thought it'd be fun to show you some of my favorites recently. These aren't really season specific. One of them kind of is, but I just wanted to pop in and show you some favorites, so let's get started. Okay, so I have two makeup favorites that I've been using lately, and I love them. The first one is Estee Lauder DoubleWear foundation. I had been using Makeup Forever for a while, and I just wanted to try a different formula, and I was researching. I like a pretty specific kind of formula, and the DoubleWear has been absolutely great. I love it. I wear the shade Cool Bone, just for your reference, but I kind of want to go and look for maybe even a little bit lighter shade. I think it might look fine on the video, I don't know, but I still am having to go a little bit down into my neck, and I would rather maybe keep it a little lighter. So all that to say, I love this though. Best foundation I've worn, and I love it. So this is the Estee Lauder DoubleWear foundation. Another makeup favorite that I'm loving right now is the NYX, or NYX, I think I've heard people call it NYX, contour palette. It's officially called the Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. And, highlighting and contouring is super trendy right now, I feel like, but I've always loved the look of, a strong cheekbone, but I didn't really want to invest in a palette that's expensive just for highlight and contour yet. And so I saw this at CVS Pharmacy, and I picked it up. It was very, cost effective. I think it was maybe $25, $30, maybe less than that. But it has a lot of good shades. Tiffany D has a really good review and video about this, so I'll probably link that below. But great shades. It works on my fair skin, lots of options, and so I love this contour and highlight palette by NYX. Okay, so I am probably last in the world to discover this, but Trader Joe's. I went to Trader Joe's for the first time. Our nearest one is an hour and a half away, so I had to drive to get there, but I was there dropping Kurt off at the airport, and I was like, I'm just going to stop by Trader Joe's. I was blown away. I had no idea the vortex and the awesomeness that is Trader Joe's. This is just one of a lot that I put in my cart. This is the cookie butter sandwich cookies. Of course, I'm sure you've heard of the famous Trader Joe's cookie butter, which is great. I got a jar of that, but I really love the sandwich cookies. I could list you off about 15 products that I put in my cart that I love. I have loved everything that I tasted from Trader Joe's. So it's going to be a regular thing that I go to Trader Joe's and fill up my cart and load up with a cooler in the back of my car. But they're frozen stuff, they're fried rice, they're raviolis, they're ice cream treats. What else? Oh gosh, all the sweets, the candy peanut butter cups, the mint creams. I could go on and on. So, love Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's. Love Trader Joe's. My Powersheets. I love Lara Powersheets. I started using these in end of January, and I wrote about this on my blog, but I'd ordered Powersheets back in 2014, and I couldn't get into it. I opened them up and I was like, this is almost too overwhelming to tackle. And ironically, Lara talks about that. She's like, don't be afraid of these. Like, make a mess on them, write on them. Don't be afraid of them. And so this was the year, and this was the time, and I absolutely love it. There's so many videos out there on Powersheets, but basically it's just a goal-setting workbook, goal-setting pages for each month. It's not a planner, it's not a calendar, but it's just worksheets that keep you on track with your goals each month. And there's only like 3 sheets that you keep up with for the entire month, which I love. It's very streamlined, and it's repetitive, but in a good way. So it gives you that fresh start every month of reassessing your goals and staying on track. So I absolutely love these Powersheets. I actually attribute this to really helping me read my Bible daily, exercise daily, or try to at least. Just all those different habits that I'm really wanting to get into. Just really good practices for life daily. Simple as that. It's just gotten me. It's held me accountable in that, and I just needed it. And we respond to different methods, different ways. I tried different types of things like this, and I just respond really well to the Powersheets. So I highly recommend Lara Casey's Powersheets. So one of my favorite authors is Sally Clarkson. She is absolutely incredible. She is a Christian woman who homeschooled her kids, but she's so much more than that. She just has a whole philosophy of life, and it's hard to explain unless you read her. But she's incredible, one of my heroes. And her newest book is The Life-Giving Home, and I absolutely love this book. If I were to write what my thoughts about home are, it would honestly be this book. It's all about just creating an environment where your family can thrive, not in typical ways, but just creating an environment where they can thrive creatively, where they feel like they can express themselves. Sally has a really good way of just gently encouraging you. She understands young moms so well, and she's just such an encouragement. All of her books are incredible, but I really, really have liked this one because it's some of her newest writing, and it's about home, which is one of my favorite things. So I have the actual book is The Life-Giving Home, but then this is a companion, The Life-Giving Home Experience, and these are just kind of prompts to make you think about what you're reading as it applies to your own life in your own home. So I'm always a sucker for a workbook or companion to anything. So these have been great, and it's month by month going through this, and so I highly recommend The Life-Giving Home by Sally Clarkson. Okay, speaking of books, oh people, Harry Potter. How did I not know about Harry Potter? Okay, in full disclosure, I knew about Harry Potter. But for a long time, I just felt like I wouldn't read it. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of controversy about Harry Potter. And I was at the age where I wasn't young enough where all my peers were reading it. So I wasn't confronted with like the desire to read it because my peers were, and what do I do? It was more just like there's word on the street that there's this really popular new series about witchcraft, which, this is a whole topic, but I think that rightfully people should be concerned, if there's topics that are controversial like that. Biblically speaking, there are questions that come into play whenever you're looking at a book or, any kind of entertainment, anything that you're filling your mind with. There's a question there, and there should be. I think that people should ask these questions. However, I really, I feel like it was easy to get on a bandwagon and say, anti-Harry Potter. And I understand why people feel that way and felt that way. I completely understand. However, the more that I researched, I really just felt drawn to it. It's set in England. It's, magic. And, I love Disney stories, which often involve magic. I think the difference here is that it's actually called witchcraft and wizardry. But then you also have in Disney movies the good witch, or, the evil witch, or and so it posed a question in my mind, And so as I was thinking through this, I really talked to some people that I trust, in getting opinions about this. And really what it came down to for me is I want to, I don't want to form a super, super polarizing opinion on something unless I've read it for myself. There are some books that I think no question should not be read. If you have any kind of a knowledge of the content, it's very clear that it should not be read. I feel like Harry Potter is a little blurred there. I just do. I look at the mechanisms that Tolkien used. I look at the mechanisms that C.S. Lewis used, and arguments can be made there either way. But I just finished the series today, and I absolutely am in awe of J.K. Rowling. I'm in awe of her storytelling. The concepts of good versus evil, how that all played into it. I think it just depends on your kid. If I were to say, I can't make a statement, but, your kids should not read this, your kids should read this. But, I'm an adult, I'm 30 years old, and, reading Harry Potter was incredibly enjoyable for me. And it really, I think, it brought up so many themes in my mind that, in life application and just really thinking through concepts. And I think that's powerful storytelling when it does that. And so that's something that I'll just have to think through when it comes to my own kids and figure out how I want to handle that when, if they're ready, when that comes along. But all that to say, I am so glad I read this series, and I absolutely loved it, loved it, loved it. And I've been watching the corresponding movies as well, and it's just a great series. And so this is like how many years late to the ball game, but I really, really love Harry Potter. Another beauty thing on my favorites is actually my nails. And these are hard to see in the video. I'll show some close-ups, but right now I'm doing an oval shape on my nails. I'm not doing square or pointy or whatever. It's just a nice oval shape. And my favorite color for like the last month or two has been Tiramisu for Two by OPI. And I know you can't see this. This is so dumb. I'm holding my hands up like, but it's like a soft mauve blush pink. Goes with everything, any season. It matches literally anything I wear. It's very flattering to my skin tone. I'm very fair, but it's just enough color and yet just neutral enough, and I just love it. So my favorite thing right now are my nails. Oval with Tiramisu for Two. As far as clothes go, I've been in the process of getting my kids kind of ready for spring, researching what they need, looking at their closets. And I have known about Mini Boden for a while. I've known about Boden, the adult brand. Of course, it's an English brand, so I'm sold immediately. But Mini Boden, I've waited until Evie is about this age to where she can handle nicer a nicer brand just for some play clothes or going out clothes. Church clothes I've gotten from a variety of places over the years, but I feel like Mini Boden, they just got me this time because of the bunnies. Evie loves bunnies, and I absolutely love their stuff for her. I got her a pair of little denim short overalls, just classic kind of kid clothes. I've noticed so many of the things for her age right now are just too trendy and old looking, and I just want to keep her a little girl while still maturing her a little bit, and giving her some choices in what she wears that are age appropriate. So this is just one example. I got her just a few little pieces from Mini Boden, and I was just so excited with this little bunny dress. I had to show it. So cute. So I'm a big fan of Mini Boden these days. Okay, so last thing, with summer around the corner, everyone starts talking about swimsuits. It's probably, one of the most talked about things. Where can a mom get a cute swimsuit that's, whatever. I just feel like that's all people talk about. Well, I actually last summer discovered what has become my favorite swimsuit. I own it in 2 colors. I'll probably get a third this summer, but it is the Esther Williams collection, and it is their sheath bathing suit, and it's a halter tie. This is the blue and white gingham, and then I also have the emerald green. And these are so gorgeous. They're a thick material, and they hug the right places, they drape in the right places. I usually have been so afraid, like, duh, it's a swimsuit, like, you have to show your legs, but like, I'm just very self-conscious about my legs and my hips, and so I've always shied away from anything that even looks like it might, come up too high. And I tried this on, and first I went to the website, just researching. Esther Williams was not synchronized swimmer, but sort of. Like, she was in movies, she was a swimmer, 40s, 50s maybe, and she, in her name, they've developed, a swimwear line. And when I went to the website, I saw a gallery of women of all shapes and sizes, all ages, wearing these swimsuits. They have a gallery where you can just upload your picture. And I loved that. It was so neat. And just seeing how all these different women were wearing this one swimsuit, it was inspiring, actually. And I ordered one, and I fell in love with it, just like they said that I would. And it's universally flattering. I just love it. I love these swimsuits, and so I'll probably get another one, like I said, because they have the cutest patterns. And they only have like a couple style. They have like the classic sheath, and then they have like a two-piece option, I think. But I highly, highly recommend this swimsuit, and I think it's, you know, it's a really cute vintage kind of retro look without looking too costumey. And so, yeah, I love, it's like a little skirt, but not really. It just looks like a really flattering, long, kind of sheared tunic on you, sort of. I can't explain it, but try it out for sure. Esther Williams, classic sheath swimsuit. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my favorites. I know this was kind of random. I tried to cover a lot of different bases with just things that I've been enjoying lately, and I hope to get back into the habit of doing some videos more often, but you know, it's just busy with my kids, and I'm just busy loving on them, teaching them at home, and so I hope that whenever I can pop in, you enjoy these videos, and it's something that I enjoy doing creatively, so I hope you'll stick around and be looking for my next videos. So I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!